think we're playing
What's
competitive
up?
Overwatch.
Shut the hell up, Asian. I'll kill you. It's your boy, the Mixed Raccoon. With Caleb, Asian, and Mook.
Can I introduce myself?
Oh,
Being
well.
like, what's up? It's your boy, the Mook 123 here. 420 plays it, fucking praise it. Let's go, motherfuckers. I'm ready.
AKA last place.
Yeah,
That won't be last for long.
Blaze it, but he doesn't even blaze.
yeah, what a fake.
Hey man, don't worry about
Diablo and Aaron could not join us for this episode because this group is mismanaged.
it. Well, we had
It's all
problems
Diablo's
Thursday.
fault.
This is a very
We can
scuffed
just
week.
blame it on Diablo. Yeah,
Blame
fair.
Diablo.
Well, Diablo
But I
said he
was setting their
Blame Diablo.
predictions, so we'll be good on that note. As for what happened last week in who won and
Let's not
stuff.
talk about last week.
Hey, yo, can I shout out
Yeah,
real quick? Well, it seems like everyone minus Aaron had a pretty man week.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
not talk about
But,
last week.
can I shout out that nobody took it? But, you know, there was a homeless winner of the week last week.
Who?
If anyone would have took Denver, that would have 100% been the homeless pick of the week.
I was thinking about taking him this week.
I still haven't looked over his schedule, but I have it pulled up, so. The records in no specific order for the week. Caleb at 7-7. Me
How many-
at 8-6. Mook at 6-8.
No,
Still right in the bottom. Aaron, leader of the week at 11-3. Had a hell of a week. Asian 7-7 tied with Caleb. And Diablo tied with me at 8-6. Putting the all-time records at me with 39-19-1. Asian 38, or no, me 38-19-1, and Asian 38-19-1 as well.
And Caleb, 38-19-1.
Yep, and Caleb 38-19-1. Diablo 37-20-1. Mook 34-23-1.
Yomo.
Aaron 2080 and 2080. Oh god. That'd be horrible. But yeah, predictions were tough this last week. So, anything y'all want to say about last week?
So Aaron right now is leading in win percentage, and us three are me, Caleb, and Raccoon are tied. Second or third place, whatever you want to call it. Then Diablo and Mook, of course, is in last because he's Mook.
I can't believe
You know,
Mook's the last person.
Thank goodness for the Giants, otherwise I would have been last.
Oh my god, yeah, that's true.
But other than that, last week we had some good games. We had the Steelers dominate the Browns. I like that.
Yeah, Baker had to stay in the pocket. He
Thank
didn't get
God
to
it
come
took the
out.
Steelers.
Baker had to stand on the sideline for a little while.
Look, I'll say this. He didn't play well, but, you know, I mean, that's the biggest problem with the Browns, but I'll say this. That O-line did him no favors. He was just running for his life all day.
Yeah, and Watt waxed him once or twice, or Dupree, I forget. But either way, I was happy with my Steelers. We're one of the few undefeated teams left.
That's going to be an interesting one to talk about this week.
Yes, it will.
Also, poggers to the Cardinals. Thank you.
You guys want to talk about the NFL news?
Yeah.
The
Maybe.
recent signings and trades?
We'll start with
Well,
Antonio Brown.
there's a... I don't really care about the signings, but there is something I do want to talk about.
Well,
What would you like to talk about, Caleb?
Tua starting. That would be next week.
poor Ryan
But I mean,
Fitzpatrick.
yo, it seems like Fitzpatrick took the shit end of the stick in that deal.
Wait, it's next week? I thought he was starting
Well,
this
they're
week.
on
They're on
bye
bye.
this week.
Oh.
It just feels like somebody leaked that news out before
Oh no, 100% they did.
Miami
They
could tell
announced
him
it.
what was going on. it seems like for someone that's well loved around the league and is a veteran, if they start losing, it's going to be really tough on Tua.
I
And
hope
I don't think
Miami loses every single game.
I don't think that they intended for it to go down that way, but they're laying in their bed now because they were beating on bad teams, but I mean they were winning pretty dominantly. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens down in Miami, or if Fitzpatrick still wants to be there.
Interview?
I did. It was sad.
That was just heartbreaking, dude.
Like I said,
He said that, besides Buffalo, he thought that this was his team. He knew that this was coming. It was just a matter of when, not if, and that, he just didn't think it was going to be coming like this. And that just sucks.
Because they're doing pretty decent.
And not only that, this could be the last time we see Fitzpatrick at quarterback. Who knows? Every year for someone like Fitzpatrick, it could be the last year.
What is this? Should have been
like
done
I said,
that
it's
way.
going to be interesting to see now if he wants out, or if he's like, fuck you guys, or
The
if
thing
he's
is,
willing to sit on the
me and my
bench.
brother, me and somebody else were talking about this. So even if he wanted out, what team could he go and start for?
I don't think he would start anywhere, but I think he would be on the bench for someone like...
Just want out. He's just still salty. He wants out.
Yeah. Like I said, I just feel like it was mismanaged. I feel like Miami would have probably told him if given, It's just a really weird time to make the switch because they'd been playing so well.
And he's been playing well too. It's not like he has
Oh yeah. Well,
I mean,
now
of course,
take it
there's a
for grain of
stipulation
salt.
for Fitzmagic.
It
He's good for
is-
a while.
It is the Jets, but I mean, he threw for like 400 yards on them in a 24-0 win.
Well, he also beat down on fucking San Fran like the week before that, though. I mean, it was partially injured, but he still threw down for like 40.
Yeah.
Well, no, you can't say that with San Fran because they come out and beat the Rams pretty handily the next week.
Yeah, but that's also a
Yeah, but
division
division
game.
games are always harder.
Well, yeah, but still, it's like on paper, San Fran kind of knew they had to get that win, and. But yeah, that's just kind of what. I mean, I think Tua will look okay. But I also think Miami's schedule gets tougher, so it's going to be really interesting to see how they deal with the possibility of losing some games, or if these veteran players are thinking, "Hey, we wouldn't have lost that game with Fitz in," or something like that. It's going to be interesting to see how the veteran guards of the team handle everything.
Other than that, we had Antonio Brown signing with the Buccaneers.
Who I picked up in fantasy football.
Thank God I don't have Chris Godwin or Mike Evans.
Oh, fuck.
Here's the thing with Antonio Brown. He can still get suspended.
Yeah, like I was talking to Asian earlier. It doesn't hurt me because I had the roster spot. So no matter what, it's kind of
They're still the NFL is still investigating for the sexual assault. The reason why he got suspended for the 8 games was for the moving truck incident. So the NFL still could suspend him. I don't know what's taking the NFL so long in this sexual assault case, but other than that, it's going to be, in my opinion, by AB, it's going to be kind of like the Le'Veon situation, where it's going to take him a week or two to get acclimated into that offense. But
Yeah.
Fantasy-wise, I don't know who I'd rather have, honestly, between Le'Veon and AB if I had to choose.
For me, it would be Le'Veon easily.
If both of my receivers and running backs are healthy and I don't need either one, I don't know who I'd rather have. It's one of those things where it's 3 weapons, too many mouths to feed in Tampa Bay compared to 2 mouths to feed in.
Well, they have a lot of mouths to feed because they got Jones, they got Fournette coming off injury.
Well, I'm just talking receiver.
They
You got receiver,
Mike Evans,
3 receivers
Gronk,
compared to the 2 running
Godwin.
backs. So I don't know who I'd rather have if I had to choose in fantasy, honestly. But I do have Le'Veon.
It would easily be
This
Le'Veon
is
for me,
this
just
is one
for
of
the
those pickups
fact
that didn't hurt me at all. So it's
just
like,
for the fact that Le'Veon has been playing. He's been playing on a bad team, but it's like he's been playing, and he's used to the grind, whereas AB hasn't really been on the field at all. And it's just not something you pick up mid-season and be okay with it.
But Yeah, but it was one of those pickups that I could just make and be like, well, if it flops, it flops.
I'm glad I'm not really. I could use one more back, but I'm just glad I'm not in the position of having to do that.
I don't have to do that kind of stuff either, luckily. More so just hey, I could potentially get a big dick fantasy football player. But, yeah. Was there anything else that happened?
Mook has news.
I do.
Yeah, you do, because there was a player you said you would take over, AB. Go on ahead,
Oh.
Mook, take the floor.
Oh.
Oh, you're talking about Dez?
Yeah, take the floor, bud.
Oh, okay. I said I'd rather have Dez at Baltimore than Antonio Brown at.
Even though Dez only signed with the practice squad.
Right.
I said I'd rather have Dez over Antonio Brown rather than Brown at fucking Seattle. Because Baltimore,
I think that can be the homeless statement of the year.
Because,
Dude,
I just think Baltimore needs receivers.
yeah, they
Baltimore
may
does
need
need a
receivers,
receiver.
but they don't use receivers as much. If he was in a Seattle system, you know he's gonna get touches from Russell.
There is a receiver I think they should go for, and I was telling you about this, so personally.
Who would that be?
I mean, you want me to say it now? It kind of ties in with the Dallas news. I think Dallas should admit they're in a rebuild and try to send Gallup out of there, because they don't need, at this point, 4 receivers.
They got Gallup.
They got
Cooper.
Amari, Gallup, Lamb,
CD Lamb.
and then that
CeeDee
guy, that other guy, I don't know him as well. People say he's been balling out. Cedric something?
Oh,
Cedric
Cedric
Wilson?
Thompson?
Yeah. I think that they should try to use Gallup and get like a second or something. Go to one of these teams that need a receiver, a Seattle, a Baltimore. Try to get a pick, and that way you would have a first and 2 seconds next year and just start drafting defense. Because they desperately need help at defense. We know the Cowboys can score, but it don't matter when they get in these
Well,
shootouts
all
where
the-
they're expected to put up 40
Well, all
points
that
every
sounds
week.
good on paper, Caleb. Jerry Jones will never admit to being in a rebuild.
Oh, I know he won't. But I'm just saying, that's just my opinion, is that, you know, that whole division should, like, practically be in a rebuild at this point. It's just pretty pitiful to see. But that's just my opinion, is you should try to move one of these receivers. And I don't think you're going to try to move Lamb or Amari.
Nah,
So,
that's too much demolished.
Already,
would-
shoot.
that would be my opinion on it, is someone should try to go after Gallup and see if a deal can be done.
Let me open up a little file here, so because my phone's about to die, so I gotta do this on the computer.
At least see if they would take calls on it.
No.
The only thing that would bother me is that does seem to be Dalton's favorite. Because if you're not going to admit you're in a rebuild, that seems to be Dalton's favorite target right now.
Yeah.
Good input, Mook.
Aside from that, I don't really
What else can I
have.
say but just agree?
Aside from that, I don't really have anything else.
If there's one receiver I think is going to get traded during the trade deadline, is AJ Green.
I can see that.
I could see that too. I could see that, especially if someone. I just don't think anyone.
And
Who
I'll
would
double down and
pay-
call it destination. I'll call it destination.
Are you gonna say New Orleans? Because that was the
No, I'm gonna
rumored
say Philly.
destination last year.
Ooh, Philly. Ew.
See,
I can see it
I
though, because
don't-
they get so many goddamn
I-
receivers
I-
over there.
I see it, but like, he's had injury issues too, and that's been a
That
big
never
problem.
stopped them from
Philly loves
trading.
their
Yeah,
injury issue
that
receivers.
never stopped them from getting people. Alshon Jeffrey, Deshaun
Oh,
Jackson.
no. They signed Alshon. Alshon had no like.
I'm pretty sure he had
Injury
some
history.
injury history before he got.
Yeah, in Chicago.
No.
Yeah.
But it wasn't anything like what he's having in Philly right now.
No, but
But
he
still
It
was
some.
was,
everything hamstring
they
issue.
signed him off of a really big year where he was healthy the whole time. Now Deshaun, Yeah, Deshaun. I don't think they're paying Deshaun like baller money though.
Golden Tate was another one, wasn't it? Didn't I have Golden Tate at
Golden
one
Tate
point?
hasn't had a hell of a. He had injuries, but not really in Philly. It was when he left Philly. Most of his injuries came when he played with Detroit.
I think that AJ Green is going to get traded, and I think that because that division is so open and Philly believes that they can win it, and 6-10 probably is going to win it that division. 6-10, 7-9 is probably going to win that division.
What would you give? What would you give for AJ Green though? That's because they franchise tagged him
at most.
They franchise tagged him in Cincinnati, didn't they?
Yeah, I don't remember honestly, but third or fourth rounder at most. At most.
Because because if you franchise tagged him, you're paying him big dick money.
Yeah,
I don't know if they want
to reach an agreement with like the team eating some of the money.
We'll have to see about it. I just think it's a long shot only because of the tag. If he was under actual contract, I would 100% agree with you. I just don't know if Cincy would want to eat that money, especially if he's going to have the option to leave at the end of the year anyways.
They would if for a draft pick.
Oh yeah, but I don't know if they'll get a high round draft pick. Like I think if they traded him, the most Philly'd give would be like a 5th or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, like a 5th, but.
And I don't know if Cincinnati would necessarily do that. We'll see
Better than
though.
Nothing.
Yeah, we'll definitely see.
Alrighty. Well, I got everything pulled up, so if y'all are ready to hop into this week's predictions, I am ready.
I feel like we're missing something. That could be wrong. Did we say
The Cowboys coach?
Yeah, you missed it.
I mean, I don't really have an opinion on that. I just think it's all falling apart. I think Dallas should have went younger, but Jerry wants someone he can stick his hand up his butt and control like a puppet, and McCarthy just happens to be that guy.
Yeah.
Predictions it is.
The NFL seems to be getting younger, and Dallas is getting older.
I don't know. I like all the shit that he's been doing. In my opinion, they just haven't worked, and the players aren't really playing that good either.
I guess they want to stop
the injuries. Zeke's fumbling left and right.
Injuries.
I mean,
coach.
It's his first time in Dallas too. Like, I personally believe in firing a coach after a single year because it's kind of ignorance.
You or don't?
Don't.
Well,
a lot of people would be.
So I don't in most cases either, but like you have like the Freddie Kitchens case and.
Well, if they're doing some stupid, like, really dumb shit, then obviously, but like, if they came in and they're trying to put together this team, and it's not working out the first year.
Well, I'm not saying get rid of him, but I'm just saying like a lot of shit that he's trying. To me, it seems like a lot of shit that he's trying to do just isn't working. Like against Atlanta, the fake punts.
Well, you can't really bring that game up. They won that game.
Yeah, they did win that game.
Yeah, because Dak had to come back and. I mean, we won off a fucking watermelon fucking onside kick that the other head coach didn't know how to stop. Or didn't inform his guys that you can fall on the ball.
I just think it's going to be... Look, I'll say this. I don't really have an opinion on the Cowboys, but I think they're going to be fun to watch for the rest of the year, just to see how things unfold. Whether they win or whether they lose, Dallas is always a talking point.
Trash. That's my thoughts on the Cowboys.
They're going to be in the trash.
Look, the team's out of sorts. How do you lose to another rebuilding team? And then on a play where Arizona's just trying to run out the ball, allow an 80-yard touchdown.
That was amazing. I was like, I was watching it. I'm like, it'd be real fun if we just ran into the end zone, but I know we're gonna kneel.
No, you wanted to pass. You wanted to pass to Hopkins. Yeah, you wanted to pass to Hopkins.
I didn't care what it was. I just wanted to score.
Because I remember you were like, hey, we'll take it. I'm happy that we got that.
I
He's like, it
had
wasn't a
Drake.
pass, but we take those.
Yeah,
And
I
I was
wanted
like,
the score
man,
gonna be
what
this
a-
Dallas put together a drive and got a touchdown, like they actually needed it, and like they actually had a chance. So I'm like, alright, fuck them up.
See, look, I was like, you know, the score is already fucking big. I was like, you know what? I'm looking at my other league. I was like, you know, if this guy played his people, I'd lose by 5. Next, thing you know, Kane Drake just fucking takes off. I'm like, well, never mind. I would have won. It wouldn't have mattered. So I
Oh,
was like, you
man.
know what? If it's gotta, if it had to happen, you know, I'm glad it happened.
Don't worry,
I had
Mook. You
Drake.
can ask your what was the final score of that game?
Without him putting in his shit.
No. What was the final score? 38 to.
38-10.
Yeah, you can ask the Packers how it felt to lose 38-10.
Yeah, for sure.
Sure, they'll give you an answer.
So, do y'all want to talk about Michael Thomas or?
Well, we already did.
Dude, how long have I been out? What the fuck?
We already talked about Michael Thomas.
Le'Veon
Mook.
Bell?
I thought we talked about Thomas off of the thing, off podcast.
I'm pretty sure we talked about Thomas. We only talked about trading all the different receivers that
Oh,
could be
we
traded.
did, yeah.
I mean, if you really want me to recap it.
No, we did.
Okay, thank you.
No,
Thank
we
you. I was
Did
gonna
we
say, if
talk
we get
about
something
Le'Veon
good,
Bell,
I'm happy.
the
If
Chiefs?
not.
Alright.
Yeah, we did. We
Okay.
talked about that. We talked about
Well,
AB.
then, I think that covers everything. Unless any of you can remember anything. If not, then let's hop into predictions for this week. And we'll
I
start
have a
with...
question for you.
Okay.
These predictions, are you reading them off as you go? I already asked you this last time. I want to make sure it says.
Anyway, we got the Panthers and Saints. Anthony took the Saints. Aaron took the Saints. Who do y'all have?
Oh, 'cause when the Saints go
Yeah.
marching in.
Well, that's
Drew Brees off a bye. Like, yeah, I'm taking New Orleans.
Mookie, what are you going with?
I've gone Panthers like every week.
Mm-hmm.
And how's it worked out for you? They were winning there
It's
for a
about
minute.
50-50 probably.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say they have been winning there for a minute. I just think we had Teddy. We know Teddy.
I don't know, dude.
Like, you know. I
Can
mean, dude,
get
I could be wrong. New Orleans has been shaky, but we always start off shaky. This is normally when the hot streak starts to set in, so.
Now, you know what? I'm not going to turn my back on Carolina. I'm going to say they're going to win this game.
Usually you take it to Carolina?
Yeah.
Oh!
I just feel like there's too much talent to go against on the Saints, so I'm going to go Saints, personally.
It's not the same Saints team.
I mean, yeah,
Man,
but I mean,
I
I
mean,
still
dude,
feel like there's
agreed on
too
a
much
team
talent on
alone.
the team to go
So,
against
you
it.
know, Carolina does not start teams on third downs. Like I said, say what you want about Breeze, but he still has the highest completion total in the NFL.
Trash.
Hey.
Let me check if everything's recording still.
My question.
I will
you
say,
got with them
I will
first.
say, I do think Mook's gonna have a homeless pick of the week coming up later in the video. Though.
Alright, next game,
Oh, you mean when I turned down the Chargers?
Bills
Yeah,
versus
that's
Jets.
exactly when.
I'm pretty sure this
Oh.
should be notorious.
Who?
Bills versus the Jets.
I mean, the last game was actually close, but just to keep pace with everyone, and you know, and because the Jets are fucking awful, it's the Buffalo Bills.
Aaron and
Bills.
Anthony took the Bills that way.
Kill Bills.
I too will take the Bills.
And then Luke goes, I'm taking the Jets.
I said Bills. I said Bills. I said
Luke,
Bills.
what's that?
I said Bills.
You said Jet?
Mook has his week where Mook has his one Jets victory this year. It's coming up.
Alright,
It's coming up in a couple of weeks. If
after,
not next week.
after that we got the Browns versus the Bengals.
Kuhn, who did you go? I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, I went Bills.
Alright, I knew it was a no-brainer, but still.
Browns and Bengals.
This one's interesting. Let me tell you what Aaron and Diablo went. I keep forgetting I have to pull up their picks. They didn't even do them in order either. Assholes. Aaron went Browns. Diablo went Browns.
I mean,
It's your
I'm thinking
boys
someone's
versus each other.
gonna take Cincinnati, but it's not me. The Browns won the first time. I think
And
they're gonna
Burrow,
win
we
the second
trust,
time.
baby.
There's your answer. I mean, I can see Asian taking the Bengals too, but we will see.
Asian, you hear Asian from the back. Motherfucker again.
I am, me a motherfucker.
You taking them,
But I am taking the Browns. I think that they're gonna bounce back. There's too much talent on Cleveland. Like Pittsburgh embarrassed them last week. I'm like, with all that talent, a game like that should have never happened. So I think they're gonna bounce back nicely. I think they actually have playoff aspirations, unlike the Bengals. So, yes, I'm taking Cincinnati or Cleveland. Cleveland. almost got my orange-colored teams confused.
Yeah, I'm taking Cincy. Cincy had a 21-point lead against the Colts last week, and the Colts defense is much better than the Browns, and I think that Baker is going to be playing with an injury, and I don't believe in him as much as I believe in, I guess, Joe Burrow at this point, because I think that
Keep in mind, no Joe Mixon either.
Yeah, that's fine. And Bernard, I trust. You see that stash he's rocking?
Yeah, I did.
The stash is baller.
Yeah.
That stash is baller.
You kind of gotta believe in that stash, right?
Cincy is getting better. The T. Higgins is coming around and starting to emerge a little bit, and it's just the Browns have been underperforming all year. This is a divisional game where people. This is a divisional game where
both
people.
ways. It's so bad.
I mean, it's a Baker Mayfield rib injury. It's going to be hard for him to throw, and it's only it's only a 3.5 point favor. So this is my upset of the week with Bengals beating the Browns.
I mean, would it be the homeless pick though?
No, but it's my upset.
I would count this as a homeless pick.
This is not even close to a homeless pick.
Cleveland's only favored by 3.5.
It's a 4-2 team against a 1-win team.
Yeah, but
I mean,
only favored by 3.5.
I would put it in the homeless category personally.
It's a division game, and I don't know. Last game they had.
I'm taking Cincy. This is my upset pick of the week.
Fuck yeah, I'm hopping on the Cincy train.
I hope. I hope y'all get to see Baker in chat tomorrow.
I mean,
coming out.
They lose.
No, I can't post it when they lose. That's the. It runs the uniqueness of it, Mook. If it gets over posted.
Cowboys versus Washington is next.
So you, Aaron, and Diablo took the Browns, and me, Mook, and Coon took the Bengals. We are split. And what's the next game?
Cowboys and Washington.
I'll go first on this one.
Anthony took Washington, who I am also taking. And Aaron took Cowboys.
I mean, I want the Cowboys to win, but I am gonna go Washington. I think that line's gonna just fucking put Dalton on his ass a lot.
Caleb, Asian.
I want to be wrong, but I'm taking Washington this week.
Yeah, that front line with Chase Young getting healthier, and them already missing Zach Martin, Tyrone Smith, and Leo Collins, I'm gonna have to choose Washington.
I didn't want to agree with Mook, but same here. I was thinking in the exact same vein.
Aaron's the only one who took the Cowboys, so interesting.
Hey man, I hope he gets that point.
Cowboys are probably gonna win there.
That's what happened last week.
After this, we got Packers versus Texans.
I could be wrong, but this is my blowout of the week. I think the Packers are about to kill the Texans after getting embarrassed.
Who did the Texans just play?
They kept it close to Tennessee. It went to overtime. I
They
just
win or
think Green Bay is
lose?
going to come out.
They
They
lost,
lost.
yeah.
They lost in OT.
They lost to
The Titans.
That was also a division game.
Aaron or Anthony took, let's see, Packers. Aaron took Packers.
Mook and Coon, what are you all two going with?
I'm gonna go with the Packers, but I don't think it's gonna be a blowout like Kev thinks.
If I'm being honest, I kind of feel like Texas might come out on top of this one.
Dude, that's what I was thinking, but I
But I
didn't
don't,
wanna
I don't
doubt-
know if I want to bet on that. That's the thing with me right now.
I was thinking that, but I was like, you know what, go with the safe bet in case they don't win.
Is Aaron Jones out?
Yes,
Aaron
he
Jones
out.
is out.
Okay.
But they still have Williams too, though.
Yeah, but still.
I mean, he's not as, in my opinion, he's not as good as Jones, but
he's
he-
still
he's
good,
had
but
games
yeah.
where- yeah.
Oh, I don't even think this game's going to be close. I think this game's going to get real ugly real quick.
I'm gonna go with Texans.
I too am going with the Houston Texans.
Oh, I just have a good feeling about Watson this week.
I just have a good feeling about Houston ever since they lost Bill O'Brien.
Oh man, that's gonna be one that I won't feel bad about eating a bolt on that one because I don't I'm not 100%, but I feel good about Watson this week. After that, we got the Lions versus the Falcons. Oh god, oh god.
I'm glad I didn't have to like write this out like Anthony or fucking. I mean, Aaron's not really
Dude,
good at
I
it.
don't get
for me-
why they didn't just Google these games because they're in order. They're in this exact order.
Aaron at
What
the
did
top
they
of
do, like,
Aaron's
easy?
list is the Lions, so he's taking Lions.
I'm
And-
taking Detroit. When Marvin Jones is healthy
Anthony
and playing,
took the Falcons.
they actually have an offense in Detroit. I think they probably have a very underrated receiving core.
Asian.
But yeah, I'm taking Detroit.
Asian. Would you like to go?
Detroit, Rock City.
I will say this before I say my answer. My original answer was Detroit. But
I
I'd like to.
am taking the Falcons.
Alright. Luke, do you want to go?
No, I do not. I want to be the last one to go on this one.
I'm going to take the Falcons as well. Alright, Mook, you're your last one.
Oh fuck! I don't want it to be split.
Oh,
It's already split.
it's 100% split right now.
Oh fuck. Okay, I'm about to hear you say fuck, but I'm still gonna take Detroit.
God damn it.
I just think there's too many offensive weapons, and
Yeah, that's how I feel.
And with the head coach out,
they're playing inspired football, is what
Well,
they would call it.
they murdered the Vikings last week, who kept it close with Tennessee, and who else did they keep close? I mean, besides like the week that they got blown out by.
The Panthers.
Uh,
Because that was the week
Rodgers?
I took them.
Oh, they got blown out by the Panthers?
This
I was
is
gonna
gonna-
say, besides that one week they got blown out, they've been keeping their games close with decent teams.
This is going to be an interesting one. Steelers versus Titans. And, Diablo took Titans, and Aaron took the Titans as well.
That bitch.
I'm actually breaking up the monotony on this one. I am taking the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't think Henry's going to be able to run on that defense. And Big Ben is having statistically the best year of his career.
I'm going to
I
go Titans.
I'm also taking Pittsburgh.
I
I told
will
Asian
hop on with the Chandler boys and take my Steelers
Just say, are we 3-3?
as the last undefeated team in the
Would that-
AFC.
I was to say we still got Seattle, right?
No, in the AFC.
Yep.
Okay.
Seattle's the only other team in the NFC. I believe.
This one's interesting too because I can see this go either way. Bucks versus Raiders. Aaron took the Bucks, and Diablo took the Bucks as well.
I'm thirding on the Bucks. I just think they're playing too well after that ass kicking of Rodgers. It was the first game since in 30 years that Tampa did not commit a single penalty throughout the game.
Fuck it, I'll be the.
I just think
I'll
I
go
think I
Raiders.
think Tampa's starting to clean up, whereas Oakland, while having a really good offense, I think they're just going to make more mistakes than Tampa at the end of the day, which leads me to go Bucks.
But Tampa's only really had the one game, the 1 week.
Nah, they had a good week against Chargers. Not like a blowout week, but like a good week.
That was the comeback win. I
Yeah.
just think there's too many weapons in Tampa for them, and they're starting to get healthy. I think Godwin will be back this week. I'm taking, like I said, I'm taking Tampa. I like what they're
Asian.
doing. I hate to say it, being a Saints fan, but I look at Tampa and I see possible Super Bowl team written on them, and kills me to say that.
I too am taking the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I do not believe in Derek Carr. I think that Tampa Bay will be able to stop Josh Jacobs with that defense, and that will make it a Derek Carr game and a Tom Brady game.
Yeah.
I think that Derek Carr will not be able to outduel Tom Brady. Not only that, or Vegas has one of the worst run defense too, so they could just possibly end up running the ball in the second half with Ronald Jones if they're up enough.
I too am
Ronald
taking
Jones and Leonard Fournette.
the Bucks. Some looks
Not only that,
Raiders.
I haven't heard any news about whether their offensive line is cleared from COVID or not. So if Oakland doesn't, or Las Vegas doesn't have any of their starting 5 offensive line,
Oh.
I think this might be my blowout game of the week.
If Oakland doesn't have their starting 5, can I switch to the Bucks?
Oh my god. No. Because it's Sunday.
Well, I'm just saying.
If you post it before noon, I don't really care. If you post it before the game starts, I don't
Yeah,
care.
if it's before a game
Well,
starts,
okay,
I
it's
won't
a
count
3:00. Yeah, it's a 3:05 game. So yeah, if you wake up at like 2 and you see that they're not starting, I don't care if you switch.
it. As long as it's before the game.
Yeah, as long as it's before
Same
kickoff.
Z.
Okay, after that, this one should be pretty notorious. Chiefs versus
Well,
Broncos.
I heard Asian talking earlier. I mean, I'm in my
Anthony
homes
took
I trust.
Chiefs,
I'm gonna
and
go the
Aaron
Chiefs.
took Chiefs. I'm taking Chiefs. Caleb's taking Chiefs. Move's taking Chiefs.
So
Homeless
unanimous
question mark? Wait, did Agent say Chiefs?
I think he
I
said
don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, he hadn't
I
said
don't know.
nothing. I heard him talking about it earlier. Here's the thing: I believe in Denver like you do, but at the beginning of the year, I said they'd be a playoff team, and I'm looking stupid for saying that now. They're just too injured, and I don't think they can. The last few times they've played Kansas City,
I just don't think
Mahomes
there's a
has
team that can
owned
keep
them.
up with KC, really.
I think it's gonna be closer than you guys are thinking. It's
No,
gonna
I do
be,
think
but
it's
I
going to
will
be a
take
close game,
KC.
honestly.
I think it's gonna be a 2-score game in my opinion, but not like a 14.
Oh,
I think it's gonna be a 1-possession game.
Alright, after that.
But because everyone
well,
took
can you
the
let
Chiefs,
Moot go
I
first
will
on
take
this
the
one?
Chiefs.
Can you please let Moot go first on this one?
After that, well, I'm going to list off Aaron and Diallo first.
Oh, come on! I'm ready to call him homeless.
This week we got the Jags versus the Chargers. Aaron took the Chargers, and so did Anthony. And Luke, have something to say?
I don't. I have not answered yet, but I don't believe in the Chargers.
So you want to go Jags?
What haven't you seen out of Justin Herbert that makes you not believe in the Chargers?
This seems to let him down one
Oh.
week.
Oh, it's not that I don't believe in Herbert. I believe in Herbert. I don't believe in the fucking defense. They can't stop people from coming back on him.
It was one
mean-
week!
Chiefs.
Yeah, just because they lost from a team that everyone still believes is a playoff team.
Chiefs.
I would give you that, but you're willing to bet that Jacksonville and Minshew
Okay,
and
Mook.
what they've been fucking doing in Jacksonville is going to make a
You
comeback
just
on
say
the
Chiefs
Chargers.
as an argument.
Mook.
Chiefs are the best,
Mook.
like arguably
Can
the
I
best
tell
team
you,
in
right?
the NFL.
No. You
asked
said
this,
just 'cause of 1 week
you
of a comeback, the
you
Chiefs
asked
came
this
back.
rookie to come in, and he's went toe to toe with Rodgers, Breeze, and Brady, and
I'm
all
not
three of
saying
those
he's
games
the
have been
problem.
close.
Oh man, you know what?
I'm
No,
not saying
no,
he's the problem.
you can-
I'm
you
just
Can we
can
saying
make him
they
a
say-
can't
homeless
keep
pick
the
of?
lead.
Can we make?
Oh,
Can we
yeah.
make him our homeless pick of the week?
No, you
I'm
can,
just
you
saying.
can. If you're really gonna use the New Orleans game, you should use the Tampa game because the Tampa game was what they
I
blew
was
like
not
a
done. I
21
was
point
getting
lead.
there. No. You did not. No. Kuhn is using the New Orleans game. I'm saying that they can't stop the comeback from happening.
They did have a lead 3 straight fourth quarters, but also I will argue with you that Minshew is not Mahomes, Brady, Breeze.
I'm not saying he's not. I'm just saying they still haven't. They got 1 win, and who was it against?
They both have 1 win. To be fair,
I'm talking about the
Oh.
Chargers.
well, that's what I said. They both have Jacksonville in.
Well, I know Chargers beat the Colts. I don't know, or that's it, Chargers. I meant the Jacksonville beat the Colts. I don't know who Chargers beat though.
Chargers beat somebody in week 1. I can't remember.
I mean, I'll go Chargers, but
No, I think you
you
should
are
go with your
taking
heart.
Well, you know, seeming
still don't-
that they're there. I can't really call you homeless for. The Chargers beat the Bengals 16-13 in week 1.
With what's his face, quarterback Tyrod Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying I'll go Chargers, but I don't believe in them.
Dang.
They can't keep. They just can't keep the lead at the end of the game.
I mean, they went against elite quarterbacks.
Yeah, I think.
Brady.
They
fucking
went
had a
against
pick
quarterbacks
six.
who specialize in coming back.
I think the Chargers have had a really tough schedule, and I think they finally get a break this week. And I think Justin Herbert's getting his first win. That's all I
Okay.
really have to say about the game.
First off, it wasn't even. If the kicker didn't miss, then there wouldn't have been no comeback for the Saints. If the kicker didn't miss to put it into overtime.
Okay, well then blame their special teams. If they're so bad, you can pick against them, and if the Jaguars get you a point, then they get you a point.
No, I'll stick with that.
I don't think it's impossible for Jacksonville to win this game. I actually like their running back, and I like their receivers. I just think there's too many holes among their O-line and their defense.
So, did everybody go Chargers, or is Mook switching into Jags?
Yeah,
I'll
look
stick
at
with
this way,
Chargers.
Mook. You could get a point on all of us if you took the Jags.
Yeah, but I could also lose a point on all of y'all.
It just
Oh
depends
no,
if you
you'll be
believe in
even
the...
more homeless behind.
This next one I think's a really interesting one.
The Niners versus the Patriots. I'm taking Pats.
I'm also taking New England, but I
Mook,
wouldn't
you go
be.
before me.
I would not be shocked
Yeah,
at
New
all if San Fran won this game.
Let me,
But,
let me see what the no-shows
I think. Wait.
pick.
Let me ask. New England has been able to practice again now, right?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, I think New England's gonna clean up.
The
always
no-shows
been
both
very
picked the
tight-knit.
Niners, by the way.
Mm.
So
I think,
Anthony and
wow.
Aaron picked the Niners.
I think a lot of New England's issues are just mechanical. They didn't get to practice for 2 weeks. They had to go out and kind of do everything on the fly against the Broncos. Impressive, important performance by Denver, but it's a Belichick team. They're going to clean up. They're going to look tight-knit, and I think they're going to... Now, James White has not been at practice. I don't know if they'll be playing or not, but I think either way, I think
They
this will
got
be
abundance of backs.
yeah, I think this will be a run it down their throat, go at it, and that's
Yeah,
That's
the
my
number one
opinion
back
on
is
it.
Cam Newton.
True.
I'm gonna go with the Niners too. They beat a pretty good Rams team after they lost to the Dolphins. They are getting healthier, and At this point, I think Jimmy G is surging, and Cam Newton's kind of regressing a little from the first few weeks of football that we saw him do really good. Ever since that COVID thing that he hasn't really been all that great. So I will take the Niners also.
That leaves Mook.
No, he already said
I
Patriots.
said, yeah,
Oh, I didn't hear it.
Well, Coon, we got
Well,
the kiss
we're
of death
split
on
down
our
the middle.
side.
God damn it.
yeah, fucked up.
After that, we got a game that I know who I'm taking. Seahawks versus Cardinals. I'm going Cardinals.
Ooh,
Going to
homeless
Arizona.
pick of the week.
That's not homeless by any means.
Didn't you say something about 5-0 and 4-2? And,
Is Arizona 4-2?
yeah.
Damn, maybe I'm just sleeping on the Cardinals.
We normally can win against the Seahawks.
I was trolling Diablo, telling him I was gonna take Arizona early in the week, but Russell's kind of owned Seattle since he's come in the league, and I'm taking Seattle.
Let me see what the bums took real quick.
I'm pretty sure Seattle's record, since
Aaron
Wilson's
took
come in the
Seattle,
league,
and Anthony took Seattle.
I think he's lost against the Cardinals once and tied against the Cardinals once. The rest has been all wins, and I'm not picking against Russell, so.
Dude. You're getting a kiss of death, because I went Seattle as well. I said Seattle. I went Arizona as well.
Motherfucker.
Wait,
I told him I was going to
am I the
Arizona.
only one that's taken Seattle so far?
No, Diablo
No,
and Aaron
Anthony-
took Seattle.
Okay.
And
Anthony did
I
take Seattle.
also will be taking Seattle
God damn it. I'm
because
extra
Mook
pissed
took
at that.
Arizona.
Dude, I
It
told
was
you
Sunday
to
night
win
game.
that division.
That was a 50-50 play for me, and it was all
Ooh,
whether Mook was gonna
This is
go.
an interesting one.
This is the Monday Nighter.
The Monday Nighter, the Bears versus the Rams.
Ooh, I don't
Bears,
know on
Rams.
this one.
Bears,
The Bears
Rams.
are such a fucking weird team for me.
I'm going with Big Dick Nick.
I was gonna say the Rams
Oh,
are such a
Bears.
weird team for me as well. Like the Rams seem like they let teams stay in games that they shouldn't let stay in games. But the Bears seem like no matter who they play, it's a close game.
I'm going with the Bears, because no matter... I've went against the Bears like every week, and it's bit me in the ass.
Yeah, they've only lost one game.
I don't know if Anthony did the Bears match.
Well, luckily it's the Monday Nighter, so you wouldn't need an answer till Monday.
Yeah.
Um,
Aaron gave me an answer. He went with the Rams.
I don't know. Like, I will say, the Bear. If anyone didn't know, the Packers losing that game, they lost the division lead to the Bears.
I will be taking the Bears.
Just to keep track with everyone, I'm taking the Bears.
Alrighty.
I was kind of like, I guess I'm gonna see what Asian and Kuhn do, and try not to just not lose a point on this game. And y'all both took Bears, so it made my pick.
That's all the games for the week. So, let's do.
But I do feel like that Monday Nighter could go either way, because I feel like they're just, weird teams.
Quick little recap here of all the picks. Panthers versus Saints. Mook, Asian went Panthers. Me, Caleb, Aaron, and Diablo took the Saints. Bills versus the Jets. We all went Bills. Browns versus the Bengals. Aaron, Diablo, and Caleb took the Browns. Me, Mook, Asian took the Bengals. Cowboys versus Washington. Aaron took the Cowboys, while the rest of us took the Redskins, or the football team, I should say. Yes. Packers versus Texans. Me and Asian took the Texans. Aaron, Caleb, Mook, Anthony took the Packers. Lions versus Falcons is split down the middle. Mook, Aaron, and Caleb took the Lions. Me, Anthony, and Asian took the Falcons. Steelers versus Titans, split down the middle again. Me, Diablo, and Aaron took the Titans. Steelers, Mook Kai and Asian took the Steelers. Bucks versus Raiders. We all took the Bucks, but Mook. Chiefs versus Broncos. We all took the Chiefs. Jags versus Chargers. We all took the Chargers. Pats versus Niners. Split down the middle. Me, Mook, Caleb on Pats. Diablo, Aaron, and Asia on the Niners. Seahawks versus Cardinals. Asian, Caleb, Diablo, and Aaron took the Seahawks. Me and Mook took the Cardinals. Bears versus Rams. We all took the Bears, to my knowledge, so far, except for Aaron, who took the Rams. I'll have Diablo's pick in a short video sometime other. So, yeah. How y'all feel?
I feel like there's a lot of 50-50s.
I still feel like we had more 50-50s last week. Last week was crazy. Huh?
I think he was just saying that there was a lot of.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. I still think we had more last week.
That's fair to assume.
Oh man.
I don't know though. I'm feeling decently good about my pick. The only pick I'm not feeling that great about is the Washington and Cowboys. Like,
oh, I feel great about that pick.
I see. Something tells me it's a
Washington's
comeback week for the
winning the
Cowboys,
division.
but if I'm only giving up a point to Aaron, I'll live with it if the Cowboys win. You know, it's just I don't believe in I trust Andy Dalton more than I trust Kyle Allen, but that D line is just so nasty, and that amazing God O line the Cowboys have is gone. So I'm making a pick out of I think it's going to be a really ugly, low-scoring game, but we'll see.
Well, anything you want to add before we sign off?
Everybody got a point Thursday. Good job, everybody.
What was the Thursday night again? Fuck.
Eagles at Giants.
Ah, yeah. Everybody went Eagles.
We all got a point because Scott scored with like 30 seconds left. Besides from that, the Giants, I think, was winning the majority of that game, if not all of it.
Well, yeah. I think
Also, did anyone see Daniel Jones trip on his way to the end zone?
I haven't seen that yet, actually.
Yeah, he had nothing but Phil. They did score on that drive, but he had Phil right in front of him, and he just kind of ate turf.
80-yard run and then just fell.
It was the longest. It was the longest run by a quarterback never to go for a score.
That sucks.
And it was the longest run ever by the Giants.
It still did help him, but still, it sucks.
They did score on the drive, so.
Yeah.
I think if I
it's
remember
kind of
correctly,
like a DK Metcalf situation, you know. He let go of that touchdown, but then he made up for it.
If I remember correctly, I think it was the longest game that I think it was, if I remember hearing correctly, it was the longest run the Giants have ever had. Or, at least, no. It was top 3. It was the third longest run the Giants have ever had.
I will say, that Dion Lewis scored in the Giants game. Haven't heard that name in ages.
It's good to hear that name. I like Dion Lewis.
I do too. Just saying, it wasn't your
No,
it wasn't your boy. It wasn't your boy, Mr. Freeman. It was Dion Lewis.
Yeah, Freeman's in the streets now.
I think Freeman got hurt.
Yeah.
He had a foot injury.
Made me sad. I'm like, well, I kind of expected it.
Didn't he try to get in it with a good old helmet cracker last year?
I have no idea.
Like,
I don't have anything.
Well, with all that said and done, thanks to y'all who listen and enjoy, and I hope to see you next week. Hope to be a winner next week. Hope the Cardinals win next week.
Before y'all go, before you cut stream, fair warning, I might change my Raiders pick.
Yeah, I'll just let y'all know if it happened or not. Y'all can and if y'all keep up with football and stuff, then y'all can see. But with all that said, thank you guys for coming down tonight. You know, join the podcast. This is a horrific mess to put together this week. But we got it. We missed Aaron and Diablo this week. Hopefully we'll have him back next week. I know Diablo's off next week, so...
Hey, Kai's off next week too.
He's off Thursday.
Thursday is my day off.
So you probably will be able to do it. The only person I can think of that would be missing is Aaron, but we'll see.
I was gonna say he was gonna miss the original day too, so.
Yeah. But yeah, I hope y'all have a good day. If I remember, I'll put our Twitch links in the description. I'm usually bad about that though. But yeah, have a good one, guys. Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.